This is the story of a man who lived in a bustling city. His life was full of hardship. He was always struggling. His clothes were tattered. He could not find work. And he had no place to call home. There was no money, no comfort, just isolation, adversity, and despair. One day, a well-dressed businessman was passing by. The destitute man called out, "Sir, please stop." The businessman paused and asked, "What's the matter, friend? Why do you look so troubled?" The homeless man inquired, "Where are you headed?" The businessman replied, "I'm on my way to a life-changing seminar." Hearing this, a glimmer of hope appeared in the man's eyes. He clasped his hands and said, "Sir, please ask the speaker about me at the seminar. When will my suffering end? When will my misfortune turn into prosperity?" The businessman promised, "I will certainly inquire about your situation." And he walked away. When the businessman arrived at the seminar, he met the organizer at the entrance. He told the organizer about the struggling man and asked about his fate. The organizer replied, "Life has written 10 more years of hardship in his story. He will find no joy until then." The businessman felt disheartened. He asked, "If I tell him this, he'll lose all hope and be completely broken. Isn't there any way to help him?" The organizer pondered for a moment and said, "Tell him to keep saying this in every situation. Thank you, life, for everything. This is my real test." The businessman returned and shared this message with the homeless man. At first, the man didn't understand, but he made a promise to himself that no matter what happens, he would always say, "Thank you, life, for everything." Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The homeless man, despite his circumstances, kept repeating the phrase. He said it when he found a half-eaten sandwich in a trash can. He muttered it when he discovered a dry spot under a bridge during a rainstorm. He whispered it when a kind stranger offered him a warm cup of coffee on a cold morning. Slowly, something began to change. Not in his external circumstances, but within himself. He started noticing small blessings he had overlooked before. The warmth of the sun on his face. The melody of birds singing in the park. The kindness of strangers who would sometimes stop to chat. His attitude shifted. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he began to look for ways to help others in similar situations. He shared his meager food with a stray dog. He offered words of encouragement to fellow homeless individuals. He even volunteered at a local soup kitchen when they allowed him to help. People started noticing this change in him. His positivity, despite his circumstances, was infectious. A local shop owner offered him a job sweeping the storefront. It wasn't much, but it was a start. With his first paycheck, he bought a new shirt and got a haircut. As months passed, opportunities seemed to find him. He worked hard, saved money, and eventually rented a small room. He continued to express gratitude for everything, both good and bad. His resilience and positive attitude caught the attention of a successful entrepreneur who offered him a job at his company. Years went by, and the once homeless man had transformed his life. He now had a stable job, a comfortable home, and even started a small charity to help others in need. One day, he bumped into the businessman who had given him the advice years ago. The businessman was amazed at the transformation. "What happened?" he asked. "How did you turn your life around so quickly?" The man smiled and replied, "I followed your advice. I thanked life for everything, even when it seemed impossible. It changed how I saw the world, and eventually, it changed my world itself." The businessman was stunned. He realized that the 10 years of hardship predicted had been cut short by the man's unwavering gratitude and positive outlook. This story teaches us that gratitude has the power to transform our lives. It's not about changing our circumstances overnight, but about changing our perspective. When we learn to be thankful for everything, even our challenges, we open ourselves up to see opportunities we might have missed before. So, no matter what life throws at you, remember to say, "Thank you, life, for everything. This is my real test."